Hello everyone and welcome to a new buff breakdown. So we got more Ordeal Call stuffs again, and Karna Lancer was actually buffed today. Makes me feel even worse for Archer Arjuna, but yeah, at least they do show some love to Karna. Also, funnily enough, this is now on the day that we are going to do the Lancer tier list on, so for once, the buff timing is actually really good. Now, this is of course a skill buff because his MP has been buffed previously, so let's see what we have. So this is a buff to his second skill, the Mana Burst. So previously on a 5-turn cooldown, he got 30% Buster up for 1 turn and 20% MP damage up for 1 turn. That was it. So it was like a slightly different mana burst because normally the vanilla ones were like 50% one card type and that's it. He got the same 50% in terms of the total number, but he does trade a bit of buster for the MP damage. So in a way it's a little bit better for the MP purpose because you get mixed buffs, so it's still better even if it's 50%, but obviously for face carding it would be worse because MP damage doesn't affect that. So, you know, depending on your use, it was either good or better or worse. Bottom line is, this skill was still terrible in my opinion. That had no business of being an SSR skill in this day and age, same as every other mana burst. So let's see what they changed. So now on the same 5-turn cooldown, the effects that were there are now 3 turns each. Wow. And there's also a new line, so he also gets 30% quick up for 3 turns. So, you know, him having the standard Lancer deck of double buster, double quick, that's a very nice change indeed. So while the effects are super basic, this skill is actually ridiculous, I want to say. So considering it's a 5-turn cooldown, not only do you get a good amount of the card types, there again the uptime on everything is really good. So this will actually make a fairly big impact, I want to say. I don't have the farming numbers right now. I'm hoping we'll have them up by the time we do the tier list a little bit later today. So then we'll see actual, you know, data in comparison to other farming Lancers. But this will at least make a good boost to his farming numbers. And of course, this will be a very good help with his DPS potential too. Like, it's just a nice buff all around. Also, I think the skill name is now called like the Flash of the Sun God, or EX rank as well, which I think is pretty cool. That sounds pretty badass compared to Mana Burst. There's another thing to mention, I guess. So yeah, this is it's a basic but a very much needed and deserved and a great buff nonetheless. So there's not that much to talk about it, but again, it's just a very solid buff. Really good steroid skill now. So normally in these, I would show the tier list from the previous years, of course, and then adjust maybe if needed. But this time, I'm not even going to do anything with the tier list. I'm just going to show you that, yes, this will be the Lancer tier list you will be seeing for 2025. So there's all the servants we'll be talking about later today. In terms of video, it probably comes out tomorrow as usual, like a day later, because, you know, it's going to be a long one, so it's going to take a while to come out. But hey, I welcome you all to join me live. We are actually going live in less than 3 hours from now. So in case you're watching this video early, hey, come say hi. We're going to be there for like 5 hours minimum, most likely. So yeah, we'll be discussing the man, the myth, the legend right here on that tier list later today. And if you missed it, no worries, again, the video will be up. So there you go, very cool timing with this Lancer buff, I want to say. And a very good buff at that too. And as someone who actually is kind of a Karna fan as well, mostly via Jinako, but, you know, still a Karna fan nonetheless, I'm happy with this. It's great. So if you enjoyed this short but sweet buff breakdown, do me a solid and press the thumbs up button on the video, of course. It really helps out. And do subscribe not to miss out on future videos, including that aforementioned Lancer tier list coming your way on your inbox tomorrow. Shout out to my patrons on the screen right now, and Suit for being a big YouTube tier member supporter. And I hope you guys have a great rest of the weekend, and I see you in the next one. Bye bye.